here and come back to where I am. So did that work? A little bit, right? See speed? Do you need a need for speed? Do you look at the, what do you call it, the people who write on the sides of buildings, oh, I wish my vocabulary was expanded. Speed. I, E, need speed. I and E, 5 and 9, because they reverse to become I. ED and EF. Standard of pi, PEI, or PEI, Prince Edward Islands. Now we're going to have to start talking about the princes. And Edwards. Edwards and George. Rex. We do know St. Raphael does mark Rex on side of his sign. Who wrecks a car? W-R-E-C-K-S. R-E-X, the same word, same pronunciation. What game? Elementary, my dear Watson. What is whose son? What is equal to W23A1231 reverse? 70, 69, is that what is 70? 70, 70 is 210. 77, 77, 77, 231. 21 and 21, 210 and 21. It's crazy the way the numbers, they're just always right. I met number 1 one day when 2 walked in. We were 3, and that was me. We were a family of 4. 1 got each corner. We stretched our arms and our feet. We put them to the center. We put our arms on the outside. But since our feet were to the center and the rest of our body was angled out, we couldn't reach the arms. So we took other people on the other side. We flipped them upside down so my hands could touch their hands. And then we made 2 wheels so everybody gets to touch and slap a 5 with everybody's hands, but the thumb was too short. We were connected this way, but we were touching this way. Here's my fingers. You understand? Well, my thumbs ain't moving because somebody's got to have the joint, eh? We always need that joint. Did you know that Mary Jane, I was just fooling around with this. See that? The way the O has to have the ears of the CT, in which the M will both join either A inside of both these junctures. You see the way this one, see the finish of the circle? This gets to the corner of the circle. Or these 2 would join and automatically hit this circle. How things need and must be put together through science, any sciences. Hockey, baseball, ice, the rink, the ball, the contracts and the pitchers and the baseball players in left field and outfield and right field and who's playing what and can they play somewhere else? How are we going to switch the mind of someone who's been doing something for so long and he goes somewhere else and he can't figure it out? When you say Nyan, do you see what this does over here? Look at the R. There's no R there. This is not an R. This says D-N-A. This is A-D-N. But when you put them together, it says an R. It says, now if you want to read as A-D-N, what does this letter turn to? Can we call it 8, 8, 8? See the diamond part? Because now that we put DVR the other way, but this is a mistake. I didn't want to put this here. But when you do put the N over N the other way, it creates the diamond shape. Now, if you took the N over the N and you took the diamond shape and you turn it this way, okay, you see the diamond shape over here? Actually, it can look like a hedgehog. Hedge, cut off the edges from the hedges. The reality of the game of ball, how the I and the H come together with side E and E, 5 and 5. H, 8 and 9, 17, the 17th gate of the queen. Why the queen? Because she runs off to this side. The arm of the queen runs off to this side. And when she runs off to this side, an I, she cuts this corner right here. And then she gets another number. E and E, I and I, Hines. H-E-I. The NZ is what connects it all together. Do you understand? You take this from this corner. Remember I told you the queen has to go off to this corner? Well, that would mean the same thing for this corner. So I'm going to turn it around and put it back and show you what I'm going to end up doing. This one has to go to this corner, and this one has to go to this corner. I created the A inside of I because each queen, which now is north and south, each queen will have to be like this, which will now create the W. Why are we doing this? Ask me the question, why are we doing this? Because we're creating We're creating reflective mirrored houses on each side. This is the leg of the queen on one side. This is the leg of the queen over here. 1, 2 queens. And then the other way. 1, 2. And then 1, 2, 1, 2. Each of these will create the letter R, like we showed you over here. R. R is created from D and N. 1, 4, 4, 1 equals 9. And this is the 18th letter equaling to H. Okay? The D letter, okay, has a flat back. Now you have to go to all the flat back letters and their reality. Flat back letter to the left is 147. Flat back letter to the right is 369. Then you have the top, one short arm. One short arm, one short arm, one short arm. Each one different angles, each one doing their own job and bringing in their own elements in the element scale. It almost looks like ice cream. You see the Pontiac image over here? And it looks like the piece of pie on this side, but on this side it comes out as the Pontiac image. Okay, now this can be found, oh boy, where did I find that? Somewhere over here. At the same time, if you look, you see this flat part over here? It's flat. This part over here is flat. You take a look, there's a 2. See that? It says 2, 7 over here. See the N this way and the 2 this way? This is a 2 this way. Okay, why? Because next to a D, you can see the open sides that creates the 2 image right over here. You see this way, okay, down this way, and this way. At the same time, as you can see, now you see the thing is I can see too much. So we're going to stop it there, but I can keep showing you how things link. Okay, why we need these, why we need links. This is the T link. Here's the T link. Okay, they bring these two sides together. Okay, now we need to know the difference between the U and the V. Well, the U would be used to go around the toilet while we still have a passage in the toilet. Now, does the V mean life? Does the V mean the passage of or the creation of a burn hole or what they call a black hole in order to go through? So the V in French, V, says life. These are the elements I work with. There's no dictionary for the elements that I work with other than the reality to know that they come from the different areas. You talk elements, you got your 200, whatever, 300 elements, and I haven't even touched that yet and put that into my group, those elements. A different reality for the elements. Number 2, okay, I'm going to the bathroom doing a number 2. I did a 2 and a 1. Doesn't mean I did a 3 because I did them differently. I peed and I crapped. I'm from the crap house, from the crapper. You know what I'm saying? Gone to the crapper. It's all about going to the crapper. You know that? I'm telling you. AT transmission. What is that? The internet. What is that CAT transmission? Alternate transmission. CAT, communication, angle of transmission. What is the angle of transmission and communication? AC, DC. How does it work? How does this work? And I work with it, and I haven't taken my time to sit down and see that reality. Because I can't ask myself the question and the answer at the same time. I need someone to tell me different. I need someone, when I say this is the way I see it, and I want the person to say, well, tell me more, and I'll say, I'll show you a different way. I can't show me the different way. I have to look for the different way. Anyway, stop complaining. 808. 808. 808 is basically because 8 is the highest. 1 plus 8 is 9. 9 minus 8 is 1. So 808, the difference is 1. So from 8 to 0 is 0. From 8 to 0 is 0. We don't want a difference. We put them both together. There's 0, 0 and 0, 0 to 0 because these two are my 8s. These two fingers are my 8s, okay? Why are they my 8s? All I need to do, you see the V, okay, is show you the center, the top and the bottom of the two circles. What's in the center is my nose. You know, that's all I have to show you. Here and here. Okay? 2, 4, 5, 6, 7 is over here. Right here. It's not anywhere else. It's not here. The 7 is here. The gateway has to be here. Because this is the way it works. So if you take a dice and you want to find the 7 dice, that's what it is. Maybe it's a little closer together because it's more square. My reality, 808, 707, 707. Well, first of all, 9, okay, must automatically minus 2 and minus 1. Because 2 is the original saying, okay, where do we start? Let's start on first base. But the minute you get to first base, you're counted for 3. Because you have to count yourself, and you don't get there without the base being there, without the team being there, without the ballpark being there, without the game being played and started. Once the game is started, you automatically got a number. Everybody gets 2 and 1, total of 3. You start with 3 quarters, and you get 1 berth for yourself. You took 9 months to come out, but she paid for it. Are you following where I'm saying? There's just so many little things. Let's do something big. 9 plus 8, not 9. You can't do 9 because it remains itself. Okay? 9 is a constant. 8 plus 8 is 16. 1 plus 6 is 7. 7 plus 7 is 14. 1 plus 4 is 5. 57, 75. The year are we in? 8 and 7 is 15. A and E. A and E equals O. Dead equals Dodd. Toth equals teeth. An O is not an O, and an EA is not an EA. 6 and 6 is 13. 1 and 3 is 4. Now we have 4, 5, 7. The 4 corners of time. This is what we have. 2014, 57, 75, the 4 corners of time, our DNA pattern that I'm not finished yet, but I can never finish, because I can tell you a video and either you can believe it or say it doesn't work, but I'm only getting the odd comment. No one is telling me it doesn't work this way. I see it another way. I'm just getting, I'm getting mostly, I'm not getting the question comments is what I'm trying to say. I can't work anything. And now I'm really taking I'm taking a deeper look at how you do those numbers again, because I know what you're doing, but I just forget how to do the numbers like you. I mean, I just forget how you add and multiply. So just give me something brief, if you could, somewhere to look on one of your videos so I can brush up, because I have to balance off of something. And right now I'm mostly balancing off of everybody plus me, no questions. Everybody's good. That's why we all got a number, but no questions in the box. So the baseball player, he gets his mark. We all get a mark. So like I said, 3 quarters. Man would get 1 corner. Here he is. 4, 1, 2, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, and the nose. 1 to 15. And the nose. 120 plus the nose 16, which would be the cue ball, which would be 136. 136, 68, and 68. 136. When I started this, my 86, I could not do anything but 43. I couldn't do anything from 68 but 34. 34, 43 at 72, 86, Mr. Tackmans, is the same number as this year. 7286, creation and time, end of space time for me. Deep into my heart, even if I didn't want to believe, when I started these numbers, when I started doing the value of the words and the numbers at the beginning, I'm following the same reality, and I'm saying, oh my God, I made all this shit up and brought it together to actually feel like it's going to happen like soon, before the end of the winter, that's for sure. Before the end of the winter, that's for sure. So, and I don't even know what it is, you know. Maybe it'll just be me, but I don't think so. But it doesn't matter. Just remember, if I'm saying it this way, relax, okay? If somebody, like anybody, was informed before that didn't know it, don't forget this is a book and nothing is real, only your perception and how you want to do, just like going to the movies and saying, hey, maybe that is possible. You just want to have enough food and water and relax and play games and be safe, and it's going to all really just like go really, really quick, slower for some than others. But when you're waiting 10 years and you know it can take only another 6 months, going through the good, the bad, and the ugly, I'm saying, holy shit, 6 months. Fuck. I can sit in front of this computer even if it's not working and talk to myself, just put a mirror to listen, as long as I have my pen, okay? As long as I have my pen. And a starter of books. I've got 2 drawers full. I must have 50 books in advance. And that'll only last me about 4 months. I better really use up all the paper properly. Raphael, 7286. As long as maybe this works to get me going a little bit quicker, but I don't want to go. You know what? I'm having a deja vu. Just like I already did this. The same thing in 2011. I said the same thing. Last thing I wanted to show you is this. This. Do you know what this is? Let me finish it off for you. Let me finish it off for you. You see this? This is the fleur-de-lis. At the same time, it's an iron, you know, for banging horseshoes together. This is how one fish comes in. This is how 2 fish comes in. This is actually the tail of a rocket ship. This is the tail of a goldfish if it was going this way. This is the 2 eyes. This is not the 2 eyes. This is the pee hole, and this is the anal hole. But when you turn it this way, she's lying down. This is the final piping, that when she's lying down, she's got nookie and nacky sitting in the pie holes right over here. This becomes your 2 eyes, and this becomes the spot on the top of your head. Okay, this has to do with the 2 sexes, the one up here and the one down there joint. Like I said, one could be the belly button, one could be the pie hole, one could be the anal hole. I'm not sure, but at the same time, they're the 2 eyes and what's between the eyes, the propeller, right over here, that keeps us going. Again, it could be the goldfish, and this is the iron, the anvil, the anvil. The Advil, now it's the anvil. D-N-A-Ville. Hotel de Ville, the anvil. My son was speaking before and he's making tons of jokes. He says, let's call it iron sockets. And let's have name for iron and let's give everything different kinds of names and different like things they can do. So this is what it is. This is what's happening. This is like so exciting. I mean, I'm so excited because I'm hoping, the only thing I want in the coming new world is a little bit more space, not feel like you're being trapped, straighten out that whole thing with poverty. And once we get all that over, I don't want them to show us there's really a Messiah or anything. I don't want to see that. I want to change the holidays and do everything, tons of ways different. But I need to know that I still need my books and I still want to learn, because if they gave us all the answers, like, we'd still be stuck anyways. We'd have to learn how we came all together, or would we care? But I do care, and I just want to continue on just learning, well, more questions, but I just want to just keep moving on. 7 times 7 times 7. Raphael, 7286 in the constellation of Pegasus. Today is New Year's. According to 2012, okay, 2012, oh, it was 2012, not 2112? What's 2012? Oh yeah, 2012 is a year on 12/21. Whoa! Now it's 2012 of 12/24. So the 24th day is tomorrow. Wouldn't Jesus' birthday actually be New Year's? Like for me, like December 25th has to be New Year's. 2 times 5, 2 plus 5 is 7. 7 and 10. 10 equals 16, equals to the light of creation. 16 and 7 is 23. Jesus is born on the 25th. But it couldn't have been December. It might have been March, maybe. The ants come marching one by one, hurrah, hurrah. The ants come marching one by one, hurrah, hurrah. By the way, I didn't mention we do riddles and jokes in movies, fairy tales, things that are true, things that are false. We do everything. If it has been spoken, then it has been the word, there has been a reaction, there has been a question and a joke and a picture to everything in this world, so everything is classified as a place to be classified. Even the garbage can, so nothing gets thrown out, and when it does, and we're reminded about it, well, it's happened again, resurfaced from life to death. Thank you for watching 2323.